got audio. Your light went off.
My light went off. My thing's
it's on that
showing.
side. You're good.
It's showing green, hopefully.
So, sorry about that, but welcome to our weekly Live and Dirty at 5:30 event with me and Mrs. Cornfield behind the camera. So, we thought we had a little bit of an audio problem, but I saw the non-light on the other side of the mic instead of on the good side. So, everybody that's here, welcome. We'll let a few more people join in before we get into too much. This week so far, I've had a private metal shaping class Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So again, not a lot of stuff going on in the shop. But I have started on some roof inserts that I have to get done tomorrow. So I've got one cut here. This is for a 32.5 window. So I'll do that. And I started one while I was teaching the class. We did a low crown demo. So I started on this one, which is a 33-34 window. So did a little bit of shaping on it, and I'll get this one finished tomorrow and jump into the 32.5 window. And waiting on some steel to show up, then some frame rails. So hopefully that comes in the morning, and I can jump on those and start knocking stuff off of the schedule. So we'll walk back up here on the video. My schedule kind of changed a little bit.
Fabit's here. Hey. And if you guys don't mind, tell us you're here. Let us know that we're not shouting into the void too much.
And I'll still be coughing into the void.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and started to rewrite the schedule. Things just got kind of busy. So I put this week at the end of the month. So that's everything I have to get done next week.
Is your mic on?
My mic is on.
Someone said they can't hear you.
They can't hear me?
But you can hear me? I'll give it a minute. Jesse is here.
Yeah,
Half acre
is this
fab.
plugged?
Yeah, it's green.
That's plugged in all the way?
Yeah, I've got green bars on both.
But I mean, it's plugged into the phone.
Okay, someone said they can't hear you. So, okay. Good deal. Thank you. Hey, Phil.
Well,
Half
that's
Acres
cool
so
that
you can hear us.
Jesse from Half Acres here.
Yeah.
He took the class, so he's been here all week, and he's not sick
And
of it yet.
I'm surprised he's not sick of you.
Not sick of us yet. Yeah, he's been helping me a little bit with the 3D printer stuff, giving me some advice.
Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, Dennis is here. Hey, Dennis.
Yep, welcome.
Maybe, I don't know if you can turn your mic up, maybe, or maybe put it up closer to your face.
Closer to my face.
How about that?
I just don't want it rubbing on my shirt.
Yeah, and PA Rough and Tumbles here from Western Pennsylvania.
Is that better?
Hopefully that's better.
Just let me know. Like I said, I just don't want it rubbing on my shirt.
Oh, Dennis, that's the same.
It's the same there?
Yeah, let's give it a minute, but
Yeah. I don't know.
Dalton's here. Hey, Dalton.
Yep. So back to kind of what I was talking about. So I went ahead and rewrote the schedule. This is everything I have to get done next week, including Thanksgiving, which is next week.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. So then starting to lay out all of December, which is already getting overloaded. And there's even stuff I haven't put on here yet that I got emails about today. So December is going to be slammed. But that's all part of it. Especially with being gone on our trip for so long. Got to play a lot of catch up.
Yeah, maybe if, we'll see if anyone else gives feedback, but we can always flip-flop
Maybe.
mics.
Yeah, let's see what this says.
Because I'm closer to the camera too, so maybe that's...
I'm going to look at
Okay.
the audio thing. It says the same level, so I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
I'll put it way up close.
Yeah, put it way up.
Yeah. So hopefully that makes a difference.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know how. And the other question I was going to ask you guys, because I think you're a good group. I think it might have been a me computer thing, but I was watching some of Mike's YouTube videos and it looked dark. Do they look dark for you guys, or is the lighting good? If you think they need to be brighter, drop a comment, let me know, and I'll put that on the list of to-dos.
Yep, stuff to do. They don't have to carry around lights.
Yeah, you should ring light on your camera, on your bill of your hat.
Yeah, but so redoing my schedule for December, and it's hard to believe it's already the end of the year.
I know.
So, and next year's already booking up super quick. We got our class schedules out. People are signing up for those. With that in mind, if you want to sign up to do a class here with me and Nick from Catskill Mountain Customs, that's in February, and we've got a few spots left, so make sure to check that out if you're interested. I wouldn't wait till the last minute, because usually we start to sell out right after Christmas. So
Yeah.
if you're interested, hop on there.
Yeah, Dalton says or well, Dennis said the mic is the same, but Dalton says the lighting is good, and the same with the audio, it's good. So, and then Swat Pug 94 says, "Good evening, you guys." Is that Oh, that's weird. Okay, so Phil said mic is the same. They hear you better when you're close, like when we're close,
Yeah.
and then not great. Yeah, Gabe. I was like, I think it's Gabe. That's what I thought. That's funny. You want to do a swap?
Yeah, we'll switch mics. I don't know what's going on with the mics.
Okay.
But it's aggravating because these are our brand new
Yeah, I have
brand
to.
new DJI mics.
Will you hold the
Yep.
camera?
So close up. It just seems we always have audio problems, and I don't know what the deal is. Like, it
Yeah.
makes no sense to me. We've gone through multiple sets of microphones.
Is it better for me now, or like maybe not better, but am I quiet?
And
I don't know. Find out.
it's just weird because you have a green, like that mic has a green light, this has a yellow light on. So
Oh.
I don't know if that makes a difference.
Yeah, let us know.
Something's making a difference.
Oh, it says I didn't change. Maybe I don't know. It's not been that long, so
Yeah,
we'll
I
give
know.
it a minute.
So, with some of the stuff we've been 3D printing, I've actually got a part in the printer, and we'll head up and I'll show you that printing here in a minute. But I'll show you some of the stuff I've been working on. I've got some prototype stuff out at the machine shop already, but we have coining tool holders. We've got those. And then this is a combo coining tool and corking tool, so all your inserts go in here. Your UHMW, and then it holds a corking tool and a coining tool. So we're working on those. And then been working on these little exhaust mock-up pieces, so I got them to where they snap in really nice. And we can mock up headers. So this was a little bit of a challenge. And I've still got a few things I want to iron out on it. But really happy so far with how it's turning out. That the black was our first print and our green was the second. And second print they're actually working. So I think
Awesome.
by version 3 we'll have them spot on. So I'm excited about that. And another cool tool, like so a lot of these tools and the holders and stuff, they're going to be on sale next week for Black Friday. But this is like a chasing chisel. So if you have an edge or something that's got a square corner in it, like a joggle that turns, you can use this similar to a corking tool, but it's got this nice 1/2 inch flat on it. So you would hold it up to your sheet metal, hit it with your hammer, and you can chase edges and corners in. So just something new that's going to be in the store. I think they're live now, but if you want to wait for Black Friday for a discount,
Yeah.
hit that up.
Jesse said the printer's awesome, pretty cool holders, and he likes the gray metallic color.
Yeah,
Well, that's
because
pretty
we
cool.
got, so like the black, we were talking about this earlier, the black looks nice. I don't know if you guys can see it, but you can see the print texture in it. And this is just PLA, so plastic. But this is like a prototype texture gray, and it's ABS, so it's a little bit more durable, but it just looks really nice, and it hides a lot of the print marks. Like here in this inside radius, you can see them, but everything else, I really like how it looks.
Alshine Copper's here. Hey, I don't know if I said that already. And then Dennis said it's better the heater was on. Dennis, that was the thought that just came through my mind. And then Dalton said the coining tool, corking tool holder is super cool.
Thank you. And Dalton's coming up for a class in a couple weeks, so he might pick one up while he's here. If not,
Yeah.
he can check them out in person, because we're going to have all that stuff in stock. And while we're talking about the printer, we can walk up and I'll show you that it's printed. So I feel pretty good that I've been doing Fusion for 7 days.
Yeah.
And I haven't, Friday, Saturday, Sunday were the big days for me training on Fusion. With the classes, I haven't really had a lot of time to mess with it. Other than just minor edits on parts that were already designed. So, working on getting that. But the printer is here printing tool holders.
And this is our office. We usually don't show you guys this,
Yeah, it's
so
just
it's a
messy.
little messy.
Yeah.
Here, hold on.
Yeah, so printing one of the corking tool holders. And it's really cool because I got these AMS systems. So here it holds different filaments, and I've got 2, so I can run them independently, and they change out the material as need be to one or both of the print heads. So that's pretty cool to where I can have it stacked up with different colors, and it changes out for what the print needs, or multiple colors in the same print.
Yeah.
So pretty cool.
Yeah, Dalton said the gray looks cool too. So we'll get out the messy. Oh, here's the tree.
Messy office.
Dennis wants to know how long does it take to print?
It depends. So like that holder, it takes about 4 hours, 3.5, 4 hours. The bigger ones, I got them down to about 6. But a lot of it comes to what type of infill I use. So obviously the tighter infill, the more material it's going to use, the more time it takes to print.
Yeah.
So I did one that has like a 15% infill, and it took about 7 hours. And dropping from 15 down to 10, it knocked quite a bit off that, and I'm like at 5.5.
Yeah.
So just finding the design and how I like it to look, because if you get too big of an infill, you can see waves in it.
Oh, okay.
So I think I'm going to stick right around 10%.
Yeah.
Because it looks pretty good.
Yeah, because I knew you said last night or the other night you tried a 5.5.
I tried 5%, and you could
It's
really,
too
and
low.
it was a gyroidal, so you could just see some of the waves. It didn't make a difference. It was still strong and durable, but if you looked close, you could just see where the infill pattern was underneath the solid layer.
Yeah. Yeah. Corey Miller said hi to your happy little tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other ones are tucked away nice and safe in the
Back.
And yeah, hopefully looking forward to actually hitting the shop hard tomorrow. Then I'm probably going to work through the weekend.
Yeah.
Just to play catch up, especially if that material comes through on the frame rails.
Yeah. And I don't think we have any plans really, so.
Nope. So hopefully I'll get rid of this cough, which would be nice. I'm
Yeah.
tired of
It's probably because you've been yapping for like 6 weeks,
6 weeks
straight.
Because that was a crazy thing. I was talking to somebody the other day about it. It might have been Jordan Bennett, but I forgot that we did a class Friday, Saturday, Sunday before I went to Australia.
Yep. Yep.
So we had Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then Monday, Tuesday, I flew to Australia Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
and then we did Friday, Saturday in Australia, and I had Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off, and then Wednesday through Friday was a class. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, class. Saturday, Sunday, class. And then I had time off with you, and
Yeah.
then we did SEMA, and then we did another class. So it's been almost 2 months of class after class.
Professor
after class.
Mike. So we got some questions.
All right. Let's get questions.
So Peter Robbins said, hello from Australia, no jet lag, I hope. I think we did well. I think, I don't know if it was good or bad, but on the big flight home, we slept like 3 hours maybe, but then we just stayed awake.
Yeah.
So by the time we got to our destinations, it was like evening already, so then we just went to bed at normal time.
Yeah.
So we both did pretty good.
Yeah,
And then,
we just did the opposite on the way to Australia.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think that's the key, is just
staying
try
awake.
to jumpstart yourself and stay on the hours of where you're landing. Like,
Yeah.
don't go take a nap because you're tired.
Yeah, yeah. And then Dalton wants to know, what size is the welding table behind you?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, you probably have a tape measure around here. You can figure it out. And Chris Brandner said hello. And Ray Cole Jr., hello. He wants to know when the small shrinking disc will be available.
I don't know. We're working on it, but we still have to get a working prototype, and then the machinist has to machine the stamping dies. Ideally, I was hoping for Black Friday, but that's next week.
Yeah.
So I doubt that. I'm hoping before the end of the year, we'll have the first run of the 5-inch shrinking discs. So this table is 39.5. Yeah, I could have looked at it and told you in metric, but that doesn't help. That'll follow the rule of metric by 79. And this one's a decent size. I want one like,
Is that a Bailey table?
this is a Bailey table.
Okay.
I want one that's bigger than this, like
Yeah.
almost 8 foot by 15 or 16 feet.
Yeah.
Like that'd be a really nice plate to work on.
Yeah.
So what other questions we got?
Fabit said, I hear you on hitting it hard. They have a Christmas order already and 3 weekends of shows starting next weekend. Yeah, I do not. I will say I'm kind of glad we don't do show season anymore. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of nice to have a winter off. Chris said 5 by 10 for the table, just a guess, but I guess what'd you say it was, 39 by 72?
Yeah,
So what is that?
3 by 6.
Yeah.
3 by, like I said,
Close.
it's metric, but 3 by 6 will get you close.
Yeah.
Because this one's not a 5 by 10. The big table is a 5 by 10.
Oh, yeah.
And then this one is 12 by 16, I think. I would like this one to be a fixture table. Like this would be an ideal size fixture table.
Yeah.
Fireball Tools had a really cool one at SEMA, and it was like 30 grand. So
Yeah.
a little bit on my budget.
Yeah, a little bit. Peter's the one, he said, thanks greatly for posting the shaping sample when we got to Australia.
Oh, no
He
problem.
appreciated it. Yeah, it was actually kind of fun. I'll tell a quick sidebar story. When we mailed that, we also mailed home postcards. I mailed like 6 postcards to our family and stuff. And I was said on there, I was curious what would make it us or the cards, and we made it for sure because the cards just now got here. Yeah, they just started getting them yesterday and today, or this week.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Good
Yeah, 'cause
morning.
I don't remember. I'll have to look at the email. I did 2. I shipped 2 pieces out to people in
Yes.
Australia. I got an email that one was received, and I just don't remember. Who
Oh,
the
which was
email
which?
From. So hopefully both people got their pieces.
Yeah.
So.
Zelda, I think it's kind of like a play on Zelda, said, good morning, hope you're well. Chris said, Apple. Rickle Jr. said 1 meter by 2 meters. And then Fabit again said, what did you fill your fire hose with?
Number 8 lead shot is what I put in like all my lead bags and fire hose bags.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
What were you going to say? Sorry.
Any other questions?
That's it. I was catching us up.
Okay. I don't remember what I was going to say.
I know I distracted you.
Distracted it. It must not have been that important anyway.
You were talking about fixture tables before.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, it might come back to me, it might not. But the class this week was really good. We had people from all over. We had Canada, California, Washington.
Dang.
I don't know if there was one in between. I don't know where Jesse's from, because
Jesse, where are you from?
Yeah. He talked about California, he talked about Oregon, he talked about Washington, so I'm not 100% sure.
West Coast, somewhere on that side of the country.
Over there.
Yeah.
But we had people from all over, and it was a really good time. They're all friends, so that made it even better.
Oh, fun.
It wasn't complete strangers.
Yeah. Oh, he said he's from Washington.
Okay.
I wonder, no, is Noah Washington or is he Oregon? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's hard because we haven't been there, so I mix them up.
Yeah.
That's my excuse.
Yeah, but we did a lot of stuff. We did complicated panels on the power hammer. We did reverse curves, low crown stuff.
Yeah.
Lead bag and mallet, more complicated one-piece stuff. But yeah, I think it was a really good time. And as much as I like doing classes, I'm glad I have a few week break before we have to do more classes, just to let me catch up and kind of catch my breath. Because I really haven't been able to do that since I've been home. It's just been go, 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 go. So.
Yeah, because you do have another class in December.
Yeah. And
But it's like a
is-
regular, this is a regularly scheduled program.
Yeah,
So,
that's 2 weeks.
yeah.
Well, 3 weeks, because we'll have the whole week and then it's the following weekend. So
Yeah.
3 weeks to play catch up a little bit. So that'll be nice.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So the name where I'm like, it looks like Zelda, it's Restoration Revival. Okay, I know who you are. That's helpful, because I was like, I'm not sure what that is. Yeah.
Another
So-
question I had for you guys, can you see the comments during the live stream? Or are we the only ones that can see those?
They should be able to see them.
I don't know, because if I go watch the playback, I can't see it. Let me turn I'll turn
Yeah,
the
shut the furnace
a little
off. Yeah. Yeah, they said, Jesse and Fabit said they can see the comments, so.
bit. Yeah, I was curious, because Jamie said somebody said something weird last week, and I went back to watch it, and I couldn't see any of the comments on the replay. So
Yeah.
I didn't know if you guys were able to see them live or not.
So it's probably a good thing, though, that I call them out, like read them out,
Yeah.
because people who watch this later can actually know what the question was.
Exactly.
So my job is important.
Yeah.
Chris said 3D work seems to be gaining ground.
Yeah, and
So,
it's
for
not
sure.
something that like I want to branch out into and have a bunch of 3D printers, but it's just really nice to where if I need something, I can prototype it in plastic. Like we did, I wish I had one to show you, but the machinist has it. We're doing a wedge lock T-dolly mount, but it'll be bench mount, and then you can clamp it in there underneath your bench, and you can rotate it and move it all over the place. And just so my machinist can see it, to see if it's better to machine from a chunk of billet, or if we should have them cast and then cleaned up, check all the bores and counter bores and stuff. So just trying to get a game plan of that. But it was nice that I could design it in a few hours, 3D print the prototype and make sure I like how it looks and how it feels, and make sure everything's
Yeah.
in function, and then give that to the machinist to see what he thinks.
Yeah.
So I like that side of it. Like I said, I doubt that it's going to be a huge side of the business, but it'll just be nice to be able to make stuff when I need it.
Yeah, yeah. Someone else asked if your mic was turned off. We figured it out. It's the furnace. It's picking up like, I bet it's acting like has white noise almost.
Yeah.
There.
So, yeah, I
Now.
just turn the furnace off so you should be able to hear me a little bit better.
Yeah. And then, I'm losing my mind. I'm sorry. Gabe said, exactly what you said. Watching the lives, like real time, you can see the comments, but watching it later, you can't.
Okay.
And then Restoration Revival said his username, which is funny, it's ZED, and I think that's L28, or you'll know, it's for a Datsun 240 with a turbo. So I'm like, that's why I was like, I don't know how to say this. But all good.
Yeah, so hopefully, I remember what I was going to talk about. You were talking about YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I do have a YouTube video filmed and sitting in the GoPro. I just haven't had time to edit it, so that's going to be on my list for this weekend. So
Yeah.
hopefully we can get back in the schedule of posting YouTube stuff.
And you had an idea for something else
Yeah,
too.
and that's going to lead me into the discussion if I can find them. So, one thing I got when I was in Australia is I'm always on the hunt for good hammers and dollies, and especially weird hammers and dollies that aren't hard to come by anymore. So I bought these Metal Master hammers. So they're kits, and they've got some really interesting profiles on the hammers and dollies.
Ooh.
So I liked this big rectangle flat face.
Yeah.
I liked that a lot. And I like, I don't know if you can get that, but instead of the dolly handle, like the part that's going to sit in your palm, being in the middle, it's kind of offset.
It's more ergonomic.
Yeah, it fits
Well,
my
you
hand
said,
really nice.
Like, set
Stop
it down.
moving?
Yeah. So stay still, little squirrel.
Yeah.
Will you flip it over? There we go. That's slightly better. Okay, cool. No, that's
Yeah,
cool.
so I really liked like this dolly
Yep.
and this one.
You have a version of
I do,
that.
but like I like the radii across the top and then it's thin.
Yeah. The other one you have a sticker. So we got some comments. Yeah, Restoration Revival, he said, sorry, we pronounce Z as Z in Australia. Yeah, for sure. We got made fun of for our accents a couple times, so that was funny. Chris said, I'm in Igor's garage in his neighbor's shop. Salute from Kentucky. That's funny. Pretty close. Restoration Revival said he has that Metal Master kit. So he has this kit. People are saying it's pretty. They look nice.
Yeah. So, and then the other thing that's hard to get is Snap-on and a couple other companies used to make a reverse curve hammer. So,
Yeah.
like that, where it's curved this way, you get into a reverse curve. And then on the other side, you have a reverse curve, but this direction.
Oh.
Those are really hard to find over here now.
Interesting.
So, with talking about this, what we're going to show in a video is how do we dress our new hammers and dollies. So I'm going to go through and talk about deburring the edges, polishing the faces. We'll put die chem on all the dollies, and we'll block to make sure they don't have any flat spots or low spots. And we'll just go through dressing and prepping these to actually go into use in the shop. So I think that'll be a really good video.
Yeah.
Because like another thing, you have to figure out what fits good in your hand. So like that's one thing I don't really like is the handles are a little big for my taste. So what we might do, let me grab one of mine.
Because I was going to ask you about that. Yeah, and Dalton said yes on that video, please.
So this
And
is
people are
my
looking
normal
forward to that.
Martin handle. And you lay that,
Yeah, it looked thicker.
it's thicker.
the
what I'm
current, the new handles.
Yeah,
thicker.
the new handles are thicker in spots. So what I'm gonna do is I'll probably get a rasp and I'll knock these down and reshape the handle as well to fit my hand better. It's just a little bulky and I think that it throws the weight off.
And it looked longer too, right?
Yeah, the length isn't a problem.
Okay.
There's dirty jokes in here.
I
The length
was
isn't a
waiting.
problem, it's the girth. So,
Well,
yeah. So just, I mean, it's literally only maybe 1/8 of an inch, but I can feel that. So that's gonna be in, maybe we'll film it this weekend if we have time.
Oh,
But I
I-
gotta get the one done.
yeah, I got some questions and stuff. So,
All right.
and comments. So, yeah, I think your sound is back and good. So I think people are good with that.
Yeah, it's just the furnace. So
Yeah, it's
we'll
just the
have to remember
furnace.
that
Yeah.
in the winter videos.
Yes, Gabe said can't wait for that. Chris said he's also particular about hammers. And Phil said Metal Master hammer kits are here too in the US.
Oh, are they?
So
Nice.
that's awesome.
Yeah, because I got these direct from Heron Forbes, so I hadn't, because I'd never seen this kit before. So
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess I just wasn't looking in the right spot.
Yeah, probably. And Chris said grassroot hammers and yeah, Restoration Revival says he has big hands, so the handles suit him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because I'm really picky with.
Oh, Phil said, can you get those kits here in the US?
I don't know. Like I said, I had to get mine direct from Heron Forbes, and I paid the shipping and the import and the duties, and just the shipping and import cost was about $450. So that sucks. But they're very reasonably priced. I don't remember what I paid, but you can go onto Heron Forbes' website and it'll show you the cost. But I remember them being very affordable.
Yeah. Marco Sheet Metal said, thank you for the free signed piece we sent him. Thank you very much.
Problem.
And Marco, do you happen to be Australia by chance? We're trying to figure out if we got both Australian people their pieces.
Yeah, because even like this hammer that I made years ago, we went to a blacksmith class and we forged the heads. I also made the handle. So same thing, I just took a rasp and filed it into where I got it. And it's got this bulb kind of here at the end. So when I've got it in my hand, I can just slide it down and I always lock into the same spot kind of by feel on it.
Yeah, yours is nicer though.
Yeah.
Is mine here?
No, yours is
at the house.
Yeah, so like I said, I'll take a rasp and I'll clean up the handles to where I like them, and then we'll do some work on the faces of all the hammers and dollies.
Yeah, cool.
But you can never have enough tools. So these will look great hanging on my hammer rack. And like I said, I'm really excited about this one. If somebody can be excited about hammers, I really am excited about this one.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Marco said he's in Mesa, Arizona. Okay. And then Michael Anderson said, hey, from Australia. Hope we enjoyed our trip down under.
We did.
We had a great time. We had a great time.
Already looking forward to coming back next time.
Yeah.
So what are the questions we got?
Yeah, guys, ask us some questions or anything you want to see in the shop in the background.
As long as it's not in the race shop. You can't go back there because we don't get service.
I know. Our Wi-Fi is not.
And I've been gone so much and I'm so cheap I haven't done the Wi-Fi booster to get back there yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Corey wants to know what was the hot rod in the background. So maybe you do a quick
Yeah, which one?
I know. That's what I was thinking. And then someone wants to know what you thought of Bathurst. They saw your shorts.
Yeah, I like Bathurst a lot. It's different than what I expected. The mountain and the course is a lot different in real life than it looks online. And just the speeds that they're kind of traveling through in those areas of the, accelerating up over the mountain and then dropping back down is quite impressive.
A little sketchy.
Yeah, it's just a lot different than what we're used to here in the States.
A couple things. Chris said bending frame rails is a serious salute. Marco says you need to write a book on running a fabrication shop.
I don't know about that.
I know. Corey said the one that's close to looking like a rat rod, so I'm guessing Gary's car?
Probably Gary's. Yeah, so it's just not completed yet. So it's a 3031 Model A sedan. I built the doors on it, so I made new skins and we took a handful of other doors and built pretty much brand new doors. So the inside's all rebuilt, everything's cleaned up, coated on the inside, primed. Both doors are in that condition. It's got all new floors. I just don't have it in because we ended up putting a 32 tank at the back. And I raised it and sectioned the tank so it's way high. It doesn't look, a lot of times when you put a 32 fuel tank on a Model A, it looks like a dirty diaper hanging off the back. And I didn't want that look. So I raised the tank up and I sucked it way in. That way it had a really good look to it.
Yeah.
And built new quarters. So I've got this quarter done, this wheel well, and I have to
do the others.
Still do the other side because the first one I wasn't happy with.
I want to show this, but you were in the way. I don't know if I know I can zoom in, but I don't think I can zoom out, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, like I have this panel that too many panels lying here. I don't know. I've got that rear panel already made somewhere. I just have to find it. But I made this quarter first, and I really didn't like it. So then I went to the other side, and I made the second quarter, and I liked it a lot. So I'm remaking this one free of charge to match the other side, just to make myself happy.
Yeah.
So that's on my list for next week.
Outshine Copper said, what are the pros and cons of a thicker versus thinner slapper? Width of material, not surface area.
Width of the material, not the surface area. So the benefit to a lighter slapper is it's not gonna wear your arm out. You're not gonna get fatigued as fast. Because like a slapper, you're not really trying to do a bunch of shaping. A slapper is a refinement tool to work out waves, highs, and lows. So if you get a big heavy slapper that's nice and thick, it's gonna move material, but you're gonna have to sling that thing for hours. That's why our slappers are a little bit thinner and lighter, just because if I'm using a slapper for 4 to 6 hours, it's not gonna wear me out as bad. So that's the biggest thing, is you have more mass, so it's gonna hit harder and do more work, but it's also gonna be heavier and it's gonna fatigue you faster. So it's just kind of a balancing act.
Yeah.
What you got? You got a funny look on your face.
Yeah, Chris, I don't know what you mean by this. I know you don't mean it any kind of way, but it says bending arrogance. So that's all it says. So
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Anything else you guys want to see specifically?
I got lots of junk to look at.
You do. And show them the little boat on the ceiling.
You always show them the little boat.
I know, because I think it's funny. Oh, do you want to show them how nice your coining corking tool holder fits in your toolbox?
Yeah. So there's PR1. So it's got the original coining tool, which ends up being a little shorter because I was running out of material for the prototype, but that works.
Ray Cole would like to see the hammer rack. Oh, yeah. Are you going to have to make room on the hammer rack?
No, I still got a whole row.
Oh, I got a whole row.
Yeah, there's the hammer rack. So all those new hammers will look really good over here. Right, we got room for all these hammers.
They're going to stick out like sore thumbs compared to all these guys.
Yeah, it's all right though.
I used to think those ones were bowling pins, but are they baseball bats?
No, they're snap fab hammers that made out of
Oh, yeah, that's
composite
right.
gun stock.
That's right. Chris said, freaking rad. What is that rack technically called?
It's a blacksmith tong rack, and it's a cast iron. So this is the reason I wanted it. That I never really seen a cast iron tong rack. Usually they're just kind of made of whatever's laying around, but I like that this one was old and cast. So all the blacksmith tongs on the top came with it. And if it ever comes to a point we need more room for more hammers,
You getting rid of those tongs?
I can liquidate some tongs. But,
Where did you get that? Did you get it on estate sale or something?
it was in the basement of a building that was going to get torn down. So
With all those,
with all the nuts and bolts.
well, with all those nuts and bolts? That's what I was wondering. Okay. Yeah, Dalton said that's sick.
Yeah. I like old vintage cast iron stuff, and cast iron tong rack was cool, and it fits with all my other stuff.
Yeah. I do like that people will ask like how you've accumulated a lot of this stuff. But the other part of it is too, at this point in life, people will like call you.
Yeah, like, hey, I've got this stuff, like,
I want to get rid of this crap. You want it?
so there's going to be something cool here in a couple weeks, and I'm excited to show you guys because I'm pumped on it. So a guy got a hold of me yesterday on Facebook, and he's cleaning out his dad's estate, and he has a set of sweeps, and he wanted to know if I'd be interested in it, and he sent me some pictures of the sweeps.
Yeah.
And then he sent me the picture of the back, and they are from the GM Design Center and Fisher Body. So I guess his dad worked in the prototype and design lab way back when, and he has an original set of GM Fisher Body sweep sets. So I bought those, and I'm super excited to have them.
Yeah.
Just for the history aspect of it. So a buddy of mine up in Michigan is going to bring them down, and we'll have them in a couple weeks to show you guys.
That's awesome. Peter wants to know, do you polish hammer faces often? Since he's near the coast, they get surface rust pretty quickly.
Yeah, I like these. I polish when I go to use them. So I mean, you can see that they're not a mirror all the time, but they're clean with no major defects in them. So even like my go-to hammer.
Can I stay here? Do I need to follow you?
It's not really a mirror, but it doesn't have surface rust. It's clean, because that's the big thing.
Oh yeah, I use that one all the
Yeah,
time.
this is like my go-to #1 best girl hammer.
Yeah, if you had to pick a favorite, it's your favorite.
Yeah, except I don't do favorites.
I know.
But this one's been around for a while.
It's been around the block.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. I think I've already rehandled it once.
Yeah, Jesse, yeah, that does look different now that you're. Jesse said, I didn't see it, maybe I missed them, but do you still sell the wooden hammers?
I don't sell the wooden hammers. You have to go through Joe Milkey at SnapFab.
Yeah.
He made some with my logo on them, and we've talked about kind of carrying them. Maybe we'll look back into that.
Yeah.
For the blocking pallets and stuff and the general purpose. But we never really got around to carrying them in stock.
Yeah. Ray wants to know, is the anvil stand full of sand?
No. The
say I have to
anvil
sit
stand is hollow on the backside, but it has this piece of 1-inch plate on the bottom to make it nice and heavy. So it's just angle iron stand the anvil sits in. You have diesel and some flames and a starburst behind
We
it.
got more stuff. Dalton wants to see the cast iron base for the vise.
Yeah.
Behind me, right?
Yeah. So that was a machine base for an old grinder, and I took it apart and used it for the vise.
Yeah. Michael wants to know, did you get a chance to drive around Mount Panorama or
No.
walk the track? As a competitor, at the 12-hour endurance races, they have walked the closed track a few times, and it's steep in spots, just crazy.
Yeah, I did not walk or drive the course because I was only there on Saturday. But just walking around it and like having to walk up the hills near the track was pretty wild.
And then Ray said the larger one. So I think that's right then, what you showed, the anvil.
Yeah, this is the biggest anvil I have here.
Okay, so I'm getting behind on, like, they're faster than me. I'm slow. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then this one is just a Model A axle bell, but I don't use this one because it's dead. It was in a fire, so it doesn't ring anymore, and it's a dead anvil.
Yeah. So Gabe said old pieces have such good soul to them, and Marco said, wow, sounds great. Looking forward to seeing them on the sweeps. Sweeps are really cool. It'll be cool to display that in the shop. Marco wants to know if we're ever coming to Arizona or any classes or visits.
I pass through Arizona a few times a year when I go to El Mirage in the spring and in the fall. I usually take 40 across, and I visited some friends over in Prescott. So I've been to Prescott a couple times and then just passing through. I don't have any classes lined up, but it's always a possibility.
Yeah, yeah. Alshine Copper said, could you talk about the backing plate required to use the big shrinking disc, and would it be okay to run a Matika buffer that goes up to 360 RP? Makita? I knew I wasn't saying it right.
Yeah.
Or is there any better tool to run it in?
You'd be better off just running it in a straight grinder instead of the buffer. You don't need the variable speed, just wide open. I don't know where my backing pad went. I took it to California when I had to do some classes after something. It might have been El Mirage.
Yes.
And it came up missing. So I don't know if I left it out there, or if I lost it, or if it's buried in the trailer somewhere. So I have to get a new backing plate next time I use the shrinking disc. But yeah, I've got a spare. Like, this one's kind of crappy. It's just a plastic backer. I prefer the phenolic style backer. So this one's a little bit smaller in diameter, but we can run that style backer on it. Just something to give it a little support. But like I said, I like to run the phenolic style. And those are available. You can get them on Amazon, or Ben over at Shape the Metal. I think he's got a kit. He sells my disc, and then he put a kit together with a backing pad and nut.
Chris said, is that new shrinker stretcher 100 years old custom paint? I don't know.
Yeah, so the Ergo 476.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Is it's not 100 years old. It's probably from the 40s. And then I had my buddy Dan letter it up. So I always thought it looked like Gossamer from Looney Tunes. So he put Gossamer on the front of it and then just striped it for me.
Awesome. And we've got a video on it too.
Yep, yes, there's some videos of me like doing some test shrinks and getting everything set up and moved in, and the trip to go get it.
Yeah. Michael wants to know, just with the shrinking disc, how hot do you get the panel?
You get it to where it's so hot you can't lay your hand on it. I know that's not a good temperature reference, but you don't need it so hot that it's going to change color, so you don't want to get a straw or gold or blue. Just hot enough to where if you touch it, you don't want to put your hand on it.
Yeah.
That'll get it hot enough to move. And the shrinking disc is not a fast process. It's slow and tedious, and you have to do it multiple times. So.
Yeah, he said that made sense.
Yep.
Good. Peter said, looking at the projects, you've either got 20 mic clones or there's a brilliant way to manage time in the shop. Wouldn't visit your shop, you might get trampled.
Yeah.
Mike does walk fast, I will tell you that, clearly.
Yeah, so I don't have 20 of me, and I'm not very good at time management. I do the best I can.
I think you're pretty good at it. I think you're better than most people, I'll put it that way.
But I could be better. So I've got too many projects and not enough time.
Yeah.
And that's, personal projects and client projects. But I'm trying to get better about that. Especially the older I get, the more I want to slow down and not take on as much work.
Yeah. Spend more time with me.
No, just focus on my own project.
Truth comes out.
Truth comes out.
I know. Well.
Yeah, what other questions do you guys
yeah.
have? Because I know I'm starting to get hungry for dinner, and Jamie's probably hungry for dinner. I think we're going to go get Mexican food tonight.
Yeah, Dennis, I know where we're going. I knew yesterday, I think. Didn't I tell you that?
Yeah, told me yesterday, like after the live, we're going to get Mexican food. So.
I always like Mexican food. I think we talk about that on half of these. So.
Yeah. So, what questions you guys have?
Yeah.
I've seen some discussions over on the Discord server, so if you guys are curious about that, you can check it out. Lots of good stuff going on with that. I'm going to do our newsletter sometime next week before
the first?
Before the first, because I know I've missed a couple months.
Dalton wants to know, can I see your stand with the dolly stakeholder?
Yeah.
You're going to need a
I want
long.
to get something with more weight on the bottom of it. Just because it wants to move around a little bit, I might just get some lead weights and put on there. And so I have our lead bag here, and then the wedge lock T-dolly. Yeah, so hopefully we'll get more of these in next week, especially for the Black Friday sale. The machinist is working on those now. For you guys that haven't seen it.
Did you make that stand? Sorry, I totally blanked on what you just said with that stand.
Yeah, I made the stand forever ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just need, like I said, it just needs more weight on the bottom. But our wedge lock setup, so if you want to change out the T-dollies, they just drop in nice and solid, change it out to the next, whatever you need. So, something I've been working on for a long time, and finally getting everything machined and ready to hit the market full steam with it. So, gotta start cutting parts for some extra pieces for it tomorrow.
Yeah, Dennis said he made homemade pizza today.
Ooh, nice.
Sounds delish. Michael said I've been getting old truck brake drums as stand bases.
Yeah.
That'd work too.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, what other questions you guys got? Anything good?
Yeah, Chris said he thinks that's ready for the market for sure.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, because we did 5 and we sold 5, like day 1 that we had them. So then the machine is just trying to play catch up. And I think we're going to get 20 or 25 sets made.
Yeah.
And we're going to offer some different steaks. So, I don't know where the one little one went. When you order it, it comes with a standard steak about this height. And if you need it higher, I'm going to do one that's 3 inches taller, and you can cut it down so it gets the T-dolly up away from the base. So lots of different options. And they'll be, when you order the T-dolly kit, it comes with the front mount, the back mount, and a handful of the steaks, and then you can order 5 packs of steaks from there.
Yeah, extra
that way
steaks.
you can re-up on those as you build more T-dollies.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes, what questions you guys got? That's it?
We're hitting about 45 minutes, so
Yeah.
if you're...
Yeah, so we'll give you guys a few
Right.
more minutes to come up with questions while I babble on. I'm gonna work this weekend on getting that video out, and it's on setting the 3D printer up and doing some fusion stuff and kind of our first test prints. Hopefully this will be a series, so I'll start a new section for 3D printer and 3D fusion work. so you guys can struggle along with me. So that will be on YouTube coming soon, and hopefully we'll get back into the normal swing of things and get a video out every week and keep you guys up to date. And we'll always be here for the weekly Live and Dirty at 5:30. So what's your question?
Yep, we got a couple. PA Rough Hand Tumble said, will you have any T&W engineering hats available?
Maybe. I haven't done those yet. The problem is, like, it's hard to get hats. We did a bunch of hats last year. It was last year. You know, we get asked for hats all the time, and to make it worthwhile with a quality hat, what did we order? 200 or 400
A
hats?
lot. So we do have a good amount of hats and other designs,
Yeah,
if you'd be
they're just not
interested.
T&W.
Yeah, for sure.
But the problem is I think we've sold like 10.
Yeah.
We haven't sold, like, we have a ton of hats. So I'd hate to buy more hats and to have to do the bulk buy to make it affordable, and then they just sit.
We can walk out there and show those in just a second, too. Marco said, thank you so much for sharing your experience and giving away so much free advice. Can't wait for an online course or book. Consider creating a podcast. So, Marco, there is a podcast on Apple Podcast, an old one.
Yeah, so we have it everywhere.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, it was on iHeartRadio, Apple, Spotify. So it's the Fabrication station. We haven't done a public episode in a couple years. I think we did, what, 3 seasons?
At least 2.
Yeah, we did a handful of seasons with a lot of guests. But now we're going to start doing the podcast again, but it's going to be behind the Patreon paywall, and that will be on the Discord server, so you get access to that. It's just, I can't keep taking on all of these things that take me out of the shop, and I hate to say it, doesn't turn a profit. And the podcast was kind of that thing. It took so much time, and we didn't make any money at it. So I kind of had to redesign how I was doing that. And I figured I'd focus more on YouTube because it reaches a lot of people. And those episodes, most of those episodes are on YouTube. They're audio only. So make sure to check that out. But we did have a podcast for a long time. It's just through the Patreon paywall now. We have to do an episode of that because we did one before we went to Australia.
Yeah.
And we need to do a follow-up.
Yeah, so we'll do that this weekend too, probably. And then Michael said metal panel attachment. What is your preference, MIG or TIG?
TIG for everything. I don't use the MIG welder in the shop pretty much for anything. So TIG welding only.
Yep. And then Ray wants to know, would the 3D printer have helped out on the T-Bird taillights?
Not really. You mean the convertible taillights with the C6 Corvette?
That's what I was thinking, but
Yeah. No, probably not, just because there really wouldn't have been much to 3D print. The hammer forms and stuff were easy to just make out of metal and wood, and I don't know if the plastic would have handled being hammered over.
Yeah.
So at this point, I don't think it would have been all that beneficial.
yeah. Alshon Copper said, I tried your recommendation of using air pressure to hammer out welds on gas tank with no dolly access. It's working well.
Nice.
Do you think an ox hammer would work well in this situation?
It might. You just have to be really careful. And I remember talking about that last week, and I didn't realize it was a weld seam you were trying to hammer out. I thought it was just a dent in a tank. So if it's a weld seam, it's going to be tough to hammer that back straight because you really need that hammer-on dolly to stretch that weld back out or it shrank. If it's just a dent, you can keep doing that. And the ox, you just have to be really careful because it has so many beats per minute that it could get out of control really quick. I think you'd be better off with basic hand tools.
Yeah. And Michael said, thank you for sharing all this in your spare time.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Thanks, Chris. Everyone's saying thank you. So,
Yeah. I guess we're going to wrap it up.
yeah, we're about at 50 minutes. So
Yeah,
I think that's
so-
good.
Yeah, so
Thank you, guys.
for checking this live event out. If you're new here and you haven't become a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps out. Drop some comments, that also helps. Watch all our other great videos from racing, race cars, fabrication, tube bending, sheet metal shaping. There's all kinds of stuff on this channel. If you don't follow along on Instagram or YouTube, check that out as well, especially Facebook. It's a cesspool of a bunch of hateful comments, so it's always entertaining. So make sure to check that out. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter, head over to cornfieldcustomsltd.com or .store, either one, and you can sign up for the newsletter. I don't spam you, but you'll get a newsletter once a month where it talks about upcoming sales, new products, stuff going on in the shop, upcoming events, and we do a reader's ride section. At the bottom of the newsletter, you can submit your own project and pictures. and we'll send it out to the masses of everybody that receives the newsletter.
Yeah.
So check that out. It's free. It usually gets you more discounts. I give out special discounts through the newsletter from time to time. So that's good if you like buying tools and products. Yeah, so stay tuned for all the great stuff we have coming out. Check out Patreon, patreon.com/cornfieldcustoms, and that will get you access to the private Discord channel as well.
So we got some good two good questions I want to hit on.
Okay.
Someone said, when's the next class? You can look all of that up on the website.
Yep,
We've
the
got
next available class is in February with
Nick
from Catskill Mountain Customs and myself. But next year's schedule is all out on cornfieldcustomsltd.store. Scroll down, you'll see classes, and you can sign up from there.
Yeah, and then someone asked, good, I'm glad you called it out because I totally forget. They want to know if we're going live again on Turkey Day or the Wednesday before. Let's do Wednesday because we got plans now for kind of, but it'll be close if we want to do 5:30. Do you want to do 5:30?
No, I was going to say,
What?
we could come up with something clever for Thanksgiving, but if you want to do Wednesday, we'll do Wednesday.
Yeah, because we have your family at 3, so it'd be kind of close to do live at 5:30.
Live and dirty at Turkey 30.
At Turkey 30. Well, it could still be Turkey 30 on
Yeah.
third
So I guess we're
Wednesday.
gonna do Wednesday. So we will
Yeah,
be
sorry,
Wednesday, and I'll try to be better. I've been trying to be better about at least in the morning getting the notification up. I guess you guys get notifications when I schedule the lives.
They should, yeah.
So I've been trying to get that early in the morning or the night before. That way you guys know.
Yeah.
And today it seemed to help. We had 7 people waiting. So yeah.
Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. And everyone else is saying thanks. So we'll check you later. Have a good
We'll
night.
catch you guys later, and thank you again for checking it out. And we will see you next week.